has been estimated that in 2050, there will be 2 billion people over the age of 60 years, with 80% of them living in developing countries, including Nigeria. The predicted global shift in the burden of illness from acute life-threatening infectious diseases to chronic, disabling, non-communicable diseases associated with the aging population could cause temporary or permanent functional disabilities and diminished quality of life. This is why the World Health Organization has recognized care of the elderly as an integral part of primary health care. But the story is changing in Abia State, Nigeria, with the elderly getting a new lease of life under Governor Ikpeazu. At the inception of his administration in 2015, Governor Okezie Ikpeazu identified sound healthcare services as one of the enablers of his 5 development pillars aimed at delivering better life to the people of Abia State, and proceeded to map out and implement strategies to ensure improvements within the sector through capacity building, deployment of technology, modern equipment, and well-defined deliberate actions to be taken to ensure that life expectancy in the state surpasses the national average. And one way it is doing this is through the Abia Geriatric Service.
I inherited about 755 primary health care centers. And so what I needed to do was to make them functional in the first place. And again, if I want to improve the life expectancy of my people, I must be able to look at the vulnerable extremes. So maternal and child care on my left, and then the geriatrics on my right. So in between them is the middle-aged people. Abia is perhaps one of the few states in Nigeria that runs a geriatric outreach anchored by a diasporan called Dr. Osondo. He goes from community to community to look after people that are 70 years and above. Look at their drugs, make sure that they take their drugs at the right time. Look, some people, all they need is just, oh, diabetic sore. You change the dressing, you ask them. Some of them may not even know how close the next primary health care. So you key them in and they become registered in the primary health care center. And so globally, the aim is to bring people into the public health loop rather than attend to quacks, whether you call them chemists or you call them traditional birth attendants. We want to bring as many people into the loop, because if you've not been examined, if you've not seen a proper doctor, you may not even know what the problem is. I'll give you an example. Typhoid and malaria will present the same symptoms. So somebody loads you with chloroquine, and at the end of the day, lab test says it is typhoid. You would have abused chloroquine, and that leads to drug resistance in the community.
Governor Ikpeazu launched this free home health care for the elderly because he wants to reduce the number of elders that go to the hospital, which is not their natural home. Some of our elders think that when you take them to the hospital, they will die. So, the governor wants to bring healthcare to them at home.
We are here for a program, the Tender Loving Care Home Care Services, designed by our amiable and health-loving governor. He designed it solely for the aged from 78 and above, just to take care of them. Some of them don't access healthcare facility. They don't even access health. And it was just a courtesy of our amiable governor, because he cares. I know he cares so much, because it's not easy to set up such thing, because both the monetary aspects, even sponsorship and everything is not easy. So I want to give kudos to him, because he has really tried.
It is a common saying that health is wealth, and the wealth of a nation includes its population.
Courtesy of our governor, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, This is just to inform our Abians that we are here today in Isialangba South. And all along they've been talking to nurses from Isialangba South. There's a particular reason for that. We don't bring people from Arochukwu to come and work in Isialangba South because of the culture, because of the people. Once they come in and start talking to the old man and the old lady or our elderly ones in their own language, the security conscious, they start to respond, they open up. When we went to Ukwa East, which we've established, the same thing happened. They just talk in their own native language. So everybody you see working here is from Isialangba South.
And Governor Ndirani, and I say, I know in natural needs as in Abia Letando King. So yes, and I Biana Ganolo. Kaine Letuna, Homaro told you, and you can't or when you need him, doctor, and Papa doctor, young here. So one hand say, Banya Gapala or Uke, the cause or so. Upon Antiana for her time because I say, Kaibana Hota, Ndena Kalanka from 70 years. So one hand Vitrania Nolo. Book one eye choro, Ibia, Letoga, Homana, my BP, my sugar, Malo Tono. Can you wear a Makwana house and give me?
The service continues. We've taken patients in Okwa East, patients in Obingba, patients in Isialangba South.
Ndi kama na izitara. Nyamaka ndo wabia wela kem ilem ahade mike. Adara mada daji opo. Oku ade medika chore nwa abia obi elem. Elekwa nnamwe. Adu we ru otiji ziewe. Kama na anyi bu onye okwu imela jisike. Otiji zivuta oboteji we da ru obi ruru wala ada we ka anya eji obi oma da aju ajuju emekwa hu esi we me ka oma ebalela jisike Chineke nyere unu aka n'enyemaka unu dị nyere ndị ụwa ka unu dị ime akara unu biri m ahụ ajutula m oyi.
The geriatric outreach is running and we are happy with the testimonies we get, and they use people, nurses and attendants from your local government to deal with communities within that local government so that we can erase the dialects and the language issues and all of that, and people can care. They can come back and look at what has been done.
Thanks to Governor Ikpeazu, the Abia Geriatric Care ensures that the elderly in Abia get adequate and timely medical care, which could have been impossible if they have to pay the bills. Project 025, the Abia Geriatric Care.